So that one.
Those two, brutal. We're benching then pay more than stuff.
Yeah.
These ones are the old ones.
These are the old ones are
better. Like I know they're not perfect, but like honestly, you know, okay, this bench or that bench.
Yeah, those are brutal.
The extra arm can't
So if you've been following me for a minute, probably wondering where the hell I'm at right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kornerstone Barbell. So this is a new gym that is basically weeks away from opening. Some of the coaches and athletes that I'm familiar with in Manitoba that have introduced me to the sport, they're opening a new gym on Main Street, and things are kind of still getting set up. There's that you see behind me, some boxes and whatnot, some tools and stuff still getting set up. So it's a little ways out from being ready, but all the or most of the equipment's actually out. Platforms, benches, there's a deadlift platform. So we got. Actually, what do we got there? We got bench, we got deadlifts, we got narrow stance squats, we got single leg stuff, we got something else. So this will be the last day of my training block, and then next week we start again. Let's get it.
Do you want me to take this sweater off or not? Just waist off?
No, I don't see it.
Well, here's your needle. He's chowing down.
Yeah, so you guys know, right?
Grade. Which way are you going? How? Okay. I don't think I'm in the frame. No, you're not. Alright. Move that way a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's good. Yep. And when you're over there.
Look at you, look at the camera.
Look at me. I'll kind of be looking up and down a little bit. With answering these questions, trying to answer in full sentences. So if I say, hey, what's your name? You say like, my name is Kelechi. It's like, what motivates you to train for powerlifting? It's like, what motivates me to train for powerlifting is
ABC yourself, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I got you.
And thanks for coming under like literally an hour and a half notice, dude.
Yeah, no worries. I was gonna head to movement anyway, so we got weights here, we're good.
Yeah? Yeah, we do. Yeah, they got a few. They got a couple.
Straight weights. Alright, Kelechi, I know your name, but for those that don't, let's get started here. So, what's your name?
My name is Kelechi Prince Obina Asawara.
Nice.
Can I get that one more time?
Yeah.
Sure. So, what's your name?
My name is Kelechi Prince Obina Asawara.
Okay, and you're a pretty strong guy. What gives you the edge in this competition?
I think what gives me the edge in this competition is honestly my family. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings, and they've all been a big inspiration to me. If you look any of them up, they're top in their industry, top in what they do, award winners, all of that. So it's always been kind of the standard for how I approach anything. And with powerlifting, I was really excited to pursue something new, but I also wanted to be my best at it.
Awesome. And what motivates you for powerlifting in general?
What motivates me for powerlifting in general is the pursuit of strength. I've found that it's helped me a lot with really harnessing on my mental health and just focusing on accomplishing something that a year, 2 years ago I thought was impossible for me to do. So it's really been useful for confronting a lot of limitations that I put on myself, and also just the community has been really welcoming and supportive. So it's just pushed me to do as best as I can and have fun with it.
Nice. You're a pretty strong guy as well. I mentioned that earlier. You're also pretty new to the sport as a whole. Where do you see yourself in the sport in 3 years' time?
I think in the future with this sport, I'm already going to nationals in the fall. So I really have my sights set out on making it onto the podium there, and really just setting an example of what national lifters can do at the national stage. I think 3 years down the road, I might take a little bit of time off just to kind of recalibrate and decide what I want to do from there. But I would love to be a part of the sport in the future and just kind of show people what older athletes can do long term.
Nice. Childhood-wise, what did you do growing up to help you become as strong as you are today?
I was always involved in sports growing up. I've always been involved in a lot of team sports. And then in high school, I got introduced to the weightlifting room and started doing squats, bench. I didn't really get into deadlifts until college. And I just loved the ability to lift a lot of weight in a single lift and the results of that on my strength. But I also wanted to make sure that I did it the right way. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube and just looking at different tutorials and following different athletes to learn as much as I could.
Obstacles, that's something that like a lot of lifters, challenge with and struggle with. What's been the biggest obstacle you've had to deal with in terms of powerlifting?
So, biggest obstacles in the sport of powerlifting probably came right after provincials back in June. I experienced an injury in my lower back, and I really had to take time to slow down and rehab and go through some pretty intense physio to figure out what caused it and what I have to change in my training. So now I'm a lot more focused on overall wellness with how I train and how I lift. My warm-ups are a lot longer. My core and my glute training is a lot more focused, and I'm really focused on a lot of different key areas that need more attention. So that's helped me be a lot more well-rounded. And I think this is the first competition I'm coming into where I feel at 100%, and so I'm really excited to see what my progress has looked like since last summer.
Yeah, and then how important is day of game day execution in order to exceed expectations and do well day of for the sport?
I think day of, that's a really good question, because the day of the sport, I try not to think too much about what I'm feeling in that moment. Even at provincials, I honestly wasn't feeling that great that morning and had a lot of doubts, but that was also the same event that I set a provincial record at. So I realized that I can't really rely too much on my mental state because my brain is all over the place, but I know that when I put the time and effort into training, that my body knows what to do. And so I've learned to kind of trust my instincts and my strength and just know that it's going to be there the day of. And having my family and friends there supporting me, I think is also going to push me a lot more too.
Awesome. What's your favorite part of powerlifting?
Deadlifts. Deadlifts has been where I've seen the most growth and progression in my strength. But also the community has been really supportive in seeing my progression and just cheering me on, which I wasn't expecting, honestly. Like I said, I've been new to the sport for about a year, and everyone's just been really welcoming and wanting to see that growth in me. So I don't want to let them down, I don't want to let myself down, and I think with the Keystone event, I have some really big goals set for what I do on the platform that it's going to be exciting.
Okay, full sentences. How does preparation for this competition differ compared to previous competitions?
So I think preparation differs in this competition as opposed to previous competitions where I spent a lot more time focusing on recovery from my injury. And once I had that locked in, I felt a lot more confident to approach heavy weights again. So I think mentally and physically, it was just getting used to those heavier weights and not hesitating or trusting my body is going to be there to withstand the intensity. And I've slowly, week by week, added in that intensity, and I feel like I'm at 100% now, or close enough to it that I can set my sights on some new goals for that.
And then in terms of just the competition in general, what's like the biggest difference with this competition compared to the ones you've done in the past?
So this one's actually at a theater, and I love an audience. I love to make spectacle of anything that I do. So I think this time around, having a theater with an audience, and it sounds like a lot of productions going into this, and I know I have family and friends that are going to be supporting me through it. I want to put on a show, and I want to just have fun with it. So I've been really putting out the word and just letting people know that this is something that is going to be a big deal because I'm there, and I want them to be a witness to it.
Awesome. That's it. Good job.
Heck yeah.
You hear me blow my nose in the background?
What the hell is this? Is this Planet Fitness? Yeah, I got you. Oh, look at that.
2 pepperonis and 2 cheese.
Noise. Is it? Yeah, it's locked in. Cool. It already smells amazing. Fuck. I could use some carbs for this workout though, not gonna lie.
Because we only have Jackie, Joe, and the end.
Yeah.
No, just go.
If they don't get it, we can leave.
My job here is done.
And that's that.